After the Supreme Court's decision to leave Texas's restrictive abortion law in place, other states are already planning to mirror the law, but not for abortion. The Texas law allows private citizens to sue anyone who aids or abets an abortion after cardiac activity is detected in the womb for a minimum of $10,000. Now, California is vowing to use that same clause for a different purpose.
There's a loophole that's been exploited here.
Justices voiced their concerns over the lasting impact Texas's abortion law could have on other states during last month's oral arguments.
Skeptics on both the left and the right were worried that because SB 8 creates mechanisms for bypassing federal courts and federal review of these laws, and creates this novel kind of bounty hunting approach that insulates statewide officials from enforcement responsibility.
Justice Sonia Sotomayor's dissent read in part, the court clears the way for states to reprise and perfect Texas's scheme in the future.
We're seeing now one of the first real shots across the bow from Governor Newsom in California.
Governor Gavin Newsom announced his intent for California to pass a similarly structured law to enable private citizens to sue anyone who manufactures, distributes, or sells assault weapons. Constitutional law expert Josh Blackman calls it political theater.
As it stands now, California already regulates guns quite heavily. They're able to do this because the courts have upheld those measures. So I'm not really sure what the private enforcement action actually yields. And I can't fathom California takes that power away from their attorney general. They're not going to remove their own authority to prosecute various acts.
Blackman says he doesn't expect other states to use the same construct for other issues until the Supreme Court rules on the Mississippi Dobbs case in the spring, which will decide the fate of Roe versus Wade.
I think this private enforcement mechanism is sort of like a stopgap. It's a temporary measure until the court gets to the heart of the matter, which is Roe v. Wade.
If Roe v. Wade is overturned, states will have much more latitude with abortion restrictions. Here in Texas, we already have a trigger law in place that will ban all abortions if it's overturned. The state's top high school athletes announced their college choices, but this year's signing day was a little different. How Texas lawmakers helped create new opportunities for those athletes to make money. From governor to Congress to your county commissioners, the candidate field is now set for the Texas primary. Up next, we turn to our panel of experts to look closer at the key races that will shape the state's future.